nuke, you can kill the spiders. It's very hard because they're very quickly, but then also the Pango can clear them as well if he's in that side lane. So I think that's what they're trying to do, is they want to have multiple lane matchups where it's like, okay, this Brute isn't just going to take a dump on us. But it could actually, it could still happen, of course, if it's versus the Lina, but it is going to be that side lane, and we're going to see these teams try to scout it out and make sure they get the matchups that they want. So right off the bat, you already see it's an Invoker pick. Invoker is not a side lane hero. You know where the Brute's going to be going. You know it's going to be side lane.
Well, let's see what Zai can do. Zai on the Pangolier. Can't remember the last time we saw anyone pick this hero. You know, we sort of talk about heroes that don't get picked. This is certainly one.
I think it was at TI, right? It was Tavo, I want to say. I
Yes,
definitely saw a Pango.
There was definitely Pango games there.
Yeah.
What's going on here? Arbed, what's he saying no to?
I think he may have seen the episode or something. I don't know. They were just like standing each other, looking at each other a bit.
Oh.
What the? Do you see? I said, what the?
Oh, it's scary.
Look at this.
The spider.
He's spazzing.
One of my favorites.
It's chilling. I mean, if the spider wasn't terrifying enough anyway. Eyesight.
I don't like that, actually. I gotta look away.
Let's see, we've got it on the top room spot. Puppy and Nisha coming in. DJ is there with the wraparound. You want to try and go on something? Just looking to secure his own bounty rune. I'll say he's walked away from it.
Oh, Ice got it.
He did get it. Did manage to grab it.
That's
so
3.
Runes, that is 3 bounty runes going the way of Fnatic to start this game off.
Okay. So now they know this Brute is top for sure. You see Zai is starting to make his way to up there. He's already queued up the second Stout Shield, as we've seen a bunch of times now. That's the way to tank up and not really worry about taking all that spider damage. And now they will have this Earth Spirit plus Weaver down bottom.
Let's see how.
You see how Zai's walking all the way top, by the way. Very important. You walk to the lane.
In
if you
case they
TP,
swap.
then he TPs, and you have to do this horrible walk across the map. So this is the smart move for Zai to come up here.
So yeah, Arbed versus mid one, Invoker versus Lina this time round. See how well the matchup goes. Of course, last time mid one was on the Kunkka, had a very good turn up in the 1v1 in terms of the laning stage.
Should have one again this time around.
Has that ability to really shove the wave in, secure the CS with the nukes.
Yep. And this time, Abed, he is not going to be going for the Exort. He does not have any setup really around the map. Like, Rubik Lift is not a setup for Sunstrike. It's way too short duration. And actually, looking at Fnatic's draft, they are very limited on like their disables in the game. So he needs to actually be this crosswise. And missing the Tornado mid one gives Abed the tip.
So what sort of point on this top lane can we start to sort of expect Secret to get aggressive on Ice? Is it all the level 2s, then suddenly the CM and this Pango can make plays on Ice, or?
Yeah, I think they just want to have levels be built up so they can actually clear out the spiders. I think Fnatic also wants to just have levels be built up too, because they have Broodmother, which you need to have those high levels so you can build up your spider army. But I think right off the bat, I think Secret, they're just going to start, like, they're always going to be spamming their spells. They have Crystal Maiden on their team, so it doesn't really cost them that much mid one. Some harassment.
It's getting pretty low here. Arbed taking a good trade as mid one just down to his last shared tango there, but he's got the bottle now.
Yeah.
Managed to get the good farm for the bottle 2 minutes in.
Jabs finds a DD, and he is level 2. He's making the rotation. Mid one is very far forward.
He's getting aggressive on Arbed, but could get punished for this. Yapsor is also heading over towards the mid lane, as mid one already realizing what's up, keeping his distance. Could try and turn with Yapsor if Yapsor's able to find some sort of catch and setup. Same time up top, Zai playing very aggressive on this top lane underneath the tier 1 tower, tanking a few of the hits as well, back towards the mid lane. Looking to make a go on to Jabs. Jabs trying to punch back with the double damage. Yapsor off the mark there with the roll, and an instant tip, of course, from Jabs sent the way of Yapsor as he makes that misplay. Arbed actually turns, and mid one came back towards the lane, so between the two of them with the Splinter Blast, Fnatic end up getting that kill, even though Secret, they were aware, of course, of that movement for the longest of times. Yapsor was there to try and make a counterplay, but they still end up losing their mid.
Yeah, costly misstep there by mid one, not having the vision on that high ground there. Didn't actually see the Wyvern for a second. I guess he thought he just moved. Just got hit by that nuke.
Right. Zai quickly looking to jump onto DJ. DJ trying to run back, but Zai's going to get the kill. One more touch finds, he's got the mango, giving him enough mana to swashbuckle to safety. Secret so a kill on this top lane and do a good job of really forcing back Ice. He's down to his last tango.
I don't see how Ice is ever going to build up spider armies up here versus this. Like, the Pango's always going to have like decent levels in mana to spam, plus with the Crystal Maiden backup, like they should be able to clear out the spiders pretty well with these triple nukes that's going to be coming out.
Yeah, it is certainly going to slow down the start of Ice's game, but
Mid
once
one?
sort of the movements come through, could be punished. Mid one playing very, very deep here, giving more than enough time for Jabs to TP in with the Splinter Blast, turn and take the kill with Arbet. As Mid1, a second mistake and misplay in that mid lane, that's going to cost him his second life.
And he's 19-1 in the lane too, like 11 last hits on the Invoker. He's just getting a bit too overzealous, trying to put extra pressure on. Like he's just trying to min-max too much.
Getting a little too confident there, because I mean, pretty much every time that TP is going to come in for Jabs.
Yeah. And it's easy with a Winter Wyvern, with an Invoker. Very easy kills to be able to set up there with Cold Snap.
Yeah, Cold Snap, Arctic Burn, all the chase down in the world. There's no escape for Mid1, even with a stack or two of the Fiery Salt. Bottom lane, Yapsor's coming in with the rotation.
They know the shroud's on cooldown.
MP. Indeed, 7 seconds until this backup. He's got the Tango. Boulder Smash comes out. MP will get a Death Pulse through, and Jabs, he's there with the backup. Fairy Fire as well, keep him MP alive, as he'll be fine. Yapsor has to go for the TP out. MP coming in to see if they can get the damage down before he's out, but they can't. As Yapsor will escape, but Jabs, the presence again. This Winter Wyvern, we've seen him have numerous strong performances on this hero, and already in this first 4 minutes, keeping that mid lane safe, turning it around, and keeping MP safe on the safe lane as well. Could be trouble here, though.
Getting chased up here with the bugs up, too. He's got to try to kill it off of himself, but Nisha should have enough damage to bring him down. Can't
quite get in range of the heal from MP. MP will be able to grab the bounty rune, but Nisha able to take something back for the team.
Another 3 for Fnatic, it looks like.
I will commit
As Nisha does pick up the bottle before he grabs that bounty rune. So we'll be able to continue to put the pressure on down bottom. I think bottle is one of the most core items on Weaver, personally, because you just have so much mobility in order to always pick these up early on, and you have mana issues.
Okay. One getting gone upon by Arbed. Yeah. Again, Jabs there with the Arctic Burn, slow and damage. Puppy's going to come in this time with the TP. So 3 heroes mid. Mid1 turns with the Light Strike array onto Jabs. Jabs rolls down, kicks Jabs up to the high ground as Jabs will fall. Secret this time on top of the counter rotations. In both supports and able to get a kill for Mid1. Stop Arbed getting another lean kill.
One of my favorites.
And Mid1 is still leading that net worth in the mid lane, because you know Abed, he is able to get those kills and all that, but he actually had to use a bit of money to get some regen. Now he does have the 3 points in quash though that takes you up really high to have enough. But now another battle.
He's able to deny the regen. The 2-man Boulder Smash coming through from Yapsor as DJ slowed down by Puppy with the blast. Secret getting another kill around this mid lane area.
Top. Wow. Ice almost drops to Zai as well in the meantime. And yeah, you see the items coming out.
They're looking for him. Puppy and Yapsor, they're ready to take this as Puppy finds an easy kill.
They knew he was going to go try to Shrine. Great movement coming out from them there. That's why Zai was pinging him. He's like, he's probably going to go Shrine. So Zai, as I was saying, he has to bring a health for the sustain, and now he's almost got the Javelin finished. So I'm even more concerned for this Broodmother. Already so early on having this Javelin. I mean, it's 6 minutes and the Javelin's coming out, so.
I'm sort of considering the difficulties that are being put against Ice. He's still not sort of totally getting bullied out of this lane. He's still finding farm. He's not taking over the lane as a Broodmother, but it's still early days. And he's still finding something. Bottom lane MP tries to get in onto the Weaver, but Nisha's out of that. Might find a chance to get that side down. As a top roll forward from Yapsor. Boulder Smash off the mark though. With that extra move speed, Ice finds the easy juke. Despite having 3 heroes here, they can't quite kill that spider. Ice. Playing careful, but keeping himself involved to that lane, continuing to find some sort of farm and making sure that he doesn't get too far behind.
Now the Javelin did just get delivered now, so now it's like that kill threshold is much easier for Secret to go for up there, even if they don't try to connect the stun. As Urn is finished up for Yapsor, MP has opted to go for the phase boots this game.
Nisha, it's going to make a bit of a go on to Jabs. Knows that Jabs doesn't have a point in the court embrace. Does he want to look to dive for this one? He's thinking about going for it, but at the same time, he has to respect that MP has that Reaper's Scythe at the ready. Can't dive too deep underneath the tower, so Jabs will be safe.
Rotations all over the place. Fnatic making sure that they can secure the runes in particular. We saw Abed actually ditch the mid lane to check bottom rune. DJ gets the top arcane. DJ 0-2-0 so far on this Rubik. He has some pretty decent spells to steal though in the mid game. All CM spells, Pango spells are great. Weaver, Lina.
So this mid lane, only about 100 gold in it between Ahmed and Mid1. Mid1 at the moment taking the walk back to base. Yapsor soaking some of the XP here in the middle lane with his Earth Spirit.
Yeah, mid one is jungling for a bit. I like this move too. It's a tradition. It's like a standard move that we do see a lot now. Of course, you give your supports lane, and there we go. The javelin, able to kill all those spider rates.
Not a taste the extra gold for Zai, as we can see keeping Zai top net worth at the moment in this game on his Pangolier with the way that the lane's gone and the matchup is playing out. So far, starting to see how this Pangolier hero could sort of be the hidden potential answer to the Broodmother problems that a lot of teams have been struggling with. Zai, he's playing very strong against it.
He's gonna have a Vanguard any moment now, and then he can't die to this Broodmother whatsoever. And Nisha continuously putting the pressure onto MP.
MP, for the most part, keeping himself safe. He consistently sort of has the high one charges, but as soon as he has to use it, does not want to risk sticking around in lane, as he'll back up.
I love the way Nisha's playing like incredibly aggressive down bottom. Like he's literally ignoring creeps to just hit this Necro over and over again mid. We see that successful gank on Jabs. As Abed is positioning himself top with the smoke to try to look for his own play. Catch his eye out. So DJ here.
Doing DJ at the Tornado. EMP from the high ground. They'll try and swashbuckle up to the high ground Zai, but he gets caught out by the telekinesis. Cold snap as well. Rotation from Abed and DJ. Open that lane up for Ice. Allow him to get involved with the kill onto the Pangolier. Secret, they do have 3 around though. They could look to still fight back themselves. Roll 4 from Yapzor. Does not find the angle to go in as of yet, but will be able to secure them that bounty ring towards the top. Down bottom, Nisha looking for another chase down onto MP. MP does have a Scythe available. Can he actually get Nisha sort of low enough to find the chance to go for it? Doesn't look like it, unless Nisha wants to dive Nisha. Again, just really pushing himself to the limits here, making sure that MP consistently just has to back away from this bottom lane.
That should help.
And Nisha can continue to farm Zai. Getting closer and closer to having that Vanguard on top of the javelin. Ice.
The damage that comes
Very
through.
nice. A little bit of a bait play though, as it seems, as Abed. He'll come in now, ready to go with the urn and the cold snap. Zai will fall. DJ jumps forward with a stolen swashbuckle. Fnatic able to bait Zai in. As Ice falls low, but that was the plan all along for Fnatic, as they get that Pangolier kill yet again in pretty much quick succession after doing it the once just a minute earlier up top.
Yeah, he was very close to the Vanguard, and then now he switches to the energy booster, and then he switched back to the Vanguard, and now he's back to the energy booster. So he's really feeling the pain of the EMP in particular. It's like he can't actually use his escape mechanisms afterwards because he's completely out of mana whenever he does get grabbed by this Invoker. Arcane Boots is one of those items that, I mean, you see them of course, but versus an Invoker, versus the Boss Wax, it's so necessary to them. Like having at least one. Yeah, having at least one is just super important. We'll see if Zai's going to switch it again, though. He has switched like 3 or 4 times between his Vanguard and his energy booster, as he does switch again.
Tower taken on the top for Fnatic. Nisha down bottom, continues to put the pressure onto this tier 1 there. He's starting to chase down Jabs. TP does come through from DJ. There's Jabs. The blast is out. It's a bit of a bait though. They trap, but they'll burst him down. DJ with the stolen Shikuchi finishes him off. Enough magical burst to take down Nisha during that telekinesis, as he did not expect DJ to be waiting and ready in the shadows.
Beautifully done with that, with the swashbuckle damage coming in, and then the Shikuchi to finish off. Very nice bait by Jabs, and DJ just hiding in the trees there. Very patient. Very close start, 5-6, less than 1k advantage. We see, of course, the last hits are favoring Secret quite heavily, but some of those are spiders, and the ganks overall from Fnatic, they've gotten the big one on Zai twice, so got quite a good chunk of gold from it.
I don't think any bottom lane, Jab. He's out just in time. I think any game where you're sort of even with an Ice Brood, you've got to be a little worried. Secret is mid lane, MP. Burn the mana of Puppy and Yapzor, stopping them from being able to go for anything more onto MP, Abed, or DJ. Now, Ice, you know, he may not sort of be sailing ahead on the Broodmother, but he's certainly not totally shut down and out of the game. He's still got a lot of potential. Zai does have a swashbuckle. He'll look for the angle, doesn't quite find it. Still hard to get those hits onto Ice with the movement speed he does have in the webs. Not the easiest of spells to hit against that fast and speedy Broodmother.
Could have had a chance of killing him there if we get enough Javelin procs, of course. And the top tower is dead. That gives a little bit more openness to Ice as well. He's able to now invade into the jungle more, be able to spread her webs.
Down
Get that farm going.
MP is the target. Secret coming in with the smoke gang. And MP escape. Secret behind the Necrophos. Mid one. In fact, 4 members, of course, from Secret being brought down for that. That does mean Zai is on his own up top. He will show himself. And Fnatic instantly looking to make the counterplay. Zai looks to jump to the side, tries to get the Rolling Thunder off, but the telekinesis, cold snap, and EMP are down as Zai He'll get punished in return. Fnatic quick to make the play after reading that movement from Secret. As Secret move towards the bottom. They do manage to get their own tier 1 tower as well. As, on top of that kill onto MP. Keeping this game very, very close. We've seen 2 games so far. Both started to sort of at this point indicate who is going to be taking the lead. But this time around, it is a 1k lead for Secret. But Fnatic, they do have that Broodmother. Yeah,
and it's cool. Like, a lot of times we do see the Brood, and we see it's like, all right, the Brood gets left alone, right? And the Brood just kind of does her own thing. But the way Fnatic's playing is like, okay, they realize that Secret has a pretty good way of, you know, slowing the Broods down. And so they're sending Abed, they're sending DJ there to make sure that Ice can have a game.
And Jabs, hit by a few procs there. The Swashbuckler, he'll just get straight up taken down. As they'll find Jabs.
Radiant's middle tower
Again, sort of the Invoker combo, very irritating for the Pango to play into, as each and every time Zai just loses the entirety of his mana. They do roll 4, they do find Abed there. Yapso with a perfect opener.
That was, you saw Nisha there, the way that he positioned, like he Shikuchi'd up, hid in the tree line to give Yapsor the potential to get that. That was really nice there by him.
And 2-0-3 so far this game. Up top, this sort of jungle getting certainly scarier and scarier for Secret as Ice starts to level up. They're sending in 3 for him. They're hunting, they try with the Yules, it isn't going to catch onto the Spider as Mib1 unfortunately gets it onto the neutral keep. They do still see Ice trying to crawl his way into the pit. He won't make it away. Nisha with enough damage, making these movements on the Weaver, getting himself involved. And these few kills now really starting to bump Secret ahead. 10-6, 2K, 3K lead. That's Mib1, top of the charts with that Lina. On the main Zai, item-wise out to the Vanguard, hoping for that Yules.
Yeah.
Extra bit of mana and sustain to play with.
He likes a lot. I mean, Zai's one of the ones that I've seen him do the Yules combo, I think, more than anyone. He always does the Rolling Thunder Yules just to get that set up inside of the fights.
Same time, Diffusal Blade picks up for Ice.
This is another game where, just like the last time, I'm looking at Fnatic's lineup, and I'm looking at Secret's. And I'm looking at, if once they start getting their BKBs on Secret, there's not really a whole lot that Fnatic can do. It's once the Broodmother starts getting more levels and damage, then sure. But it's a bit scary for them in that regard. It's going to be a very early Spirit Vessel picked up for Yapso to deal with that, both the Cold Embrace and, of course, the Necrophos.
top tower is under attack.
Zai and Puppy just sort of hovering around the mid at the moment. Fnatic not looking to make any too crazy plays. Ice is the only one on the side of Secret's map.
Yeah, both sides are content with farming for their one of their next items. It does seem, I think, that the Necrophos was getting close to the Rod of Atos, I believe, that was queued up. Yeah, it just pretty much has it finished after that hood. So MP, that'll give them a little bit better ways to get some catch, because right now it's really dependent on either DJ having like a Shikuchi to get into steal, or the Tornado getting clipped from the Invoker.
Big Jabs. Nisha on the low ground at the moment. They do manage to get the steal here on the Shikuchi. Quick telekinesis. Can they burst down Nisha in time? They can't. Silence indeed coming out from Yapso, stopping the immediate side. MP does still find it out onto Nisha, but it's not enough damage. Nisha able to time lapse back. The Magnetize ticks down Jabs, and in comes Zai rolling forward, looking to find the connection onto DJ, but DJ dukes him with the Shikuchi. Fnatic, though, they've already lost 2 as both Jabs and MP go down. Certainly could have gone a whole lot worse, as you say, if Yapso wasn't there with that silence to stop them from losing Nisha to an early Reaper site. As Secret able to get those 2 kills. Do lose Mib1. Still taking the trades that keep them ahead. As the game goes on, Broodmother, Ice. He's getting the space now. He's taking over this jungle of Secret. Sure, they can kill him. They can sort of wipe his Spider Eyes, but it's still it's a Broodmother. It takes a fair few resources. If you send the wrong heroes up there, Ice will quickly chase them down with that Diffusal Blade and find himself kills. Yeah, it seems like they really are parking Zai up here for the most part, and then he's going to be TPing and making plays elsewhere, but he wants to defend this tier 2 as long as possible too. You know, tier 2s, you know, they're not like those where it's like, oh my god, it's not like your tier 1 mid or your tier 1 safe lane. You still want to keep it up as long as possible, but it's not that map control that the other ones do give. But Zai
showing his face up top still, and you can see Abed is trying to go for this gank over and over here inside the Ghost Walk. As they are going to find Zai, he gets the Thunder off. Maybe this could be a bit of a bait play. Zai goes too far.
Ice, quick with the jukes at the moment. Same time down bottom, they find jabs. So Secret getting more kills for Nisha. Mid lane, DJ nearly actually taking down that tier 1 tower on his own. Still has the stolen Shukuchi to play with, so he can get away with making these aggressive wave shows happen as a Rubik. That's also a bit of a bait here. As Abed's there already as well. DJ Shukuchi's back in for telekinesis.
Gets the stolen stun too.
He's going to hold down mid one, and as well with the Spirit Vessel upon him. He's falling low, but he's able to turn, get the life strike out, in fact, onto Abed. As Yapsor's there with the setups for them to find the counterplay. Mid one's able to bottle up, heal up. DJ, another stolen light strike array thrown down onto Yapsor, but Nisha's turned up to the fight, comes in for the finishing blow. As Secret
middle tower is under
put a
attack.
stop to that attempt there from Abed and DJ. We've seen some great plays from the two of them game after game, but this match here, Secret ready and prepared each time they try for those in the middle lane. Yapsor's not done. He's looking for more puppies there with the wraparound. They get Ice. Secret straight from the middle up towards the top. They know that Ice is going to be retreating towards that shrine of mid one. He's all over the place. He comes down towards the bottom lane, does not have Laguna Blade, so will not be able to make a go on his own. But Puppey has also turned up to the fight as well. He's a pretty beefy MP at the moment.
They've got to be careful. There's also the shrine there. There's going to be reinforcements coming in, and immediately it was. Yeah, Fnatic, they do port down. They even smoke. They're trying to get a catch of this. They want mid one, and they know it's the bounty runes. They throw the tornado, even without the vision.
Mid one, look for the Yules, but there's going to be jabs for the Winter's Curse, holding mid one in place. Puppey's going to head over. Can Secret turn this? No, they can't. Reaper's Side's going to be down. Maybe Zai can do something big, though. Comes in with a 3-man Rolling Thunder into the 2-man Boulder Smasher and Yapsor as he catches both Abed and DJ. Secret get 2 more. As Nisha turns up, more kills for the Weaver. Jab's able to TP out on the high ground. The Secret aren't done as now MP left alone. Yapsor kicks MP back into the hands of Secret as Secret take the fight. Fnatic diving a little too deep there to punish mid one as Secret come out on top in terms of numbers. Zai and Nisha coming out on top as Nisha gets closer and closer to that BKB, only about 100 gold away. And as you said, a BKB this game once again is going to make things very hard for Fnatic in terms of getting the damage down onto this Weaver and actually killing Nisha.
Yeah. In that last fight, too, like, they threw that tornado blind. Like, they were just like bounty runes. They know that someone's going to go for it. And yeah, that's just, those type of spots, fighting versus a Pango it's just so scary. It's so easy for him to set up the bounce back and forths. As Nisha
is making an Ice. You do have Zai coming across as well. As Ice has to be careful. He's healing himself back up with the ultimate. Just try and pull himself off the map.
He got pushed back down for a second there.
Abed is there as well. Zai quick with the swashbuckle, looking to try for the Rolling Thunder, but the cold snap comes through. EMP's down as well. Zai, can he get the Rolling Thunder off in time? He can. Now he's looking to go for the chase down. There's a lot of members of Fnatic here. Gets the Rolling Thunder onto the 2 of them. He's got to look to just roll his way out and does jump down to the low ground with the shield crash, goes for the TP. Is there anything to stop it?
DJ
yes, there is. They're in. They get the stun off. Zai still has another swashbuckle, but the diffusal blade slow from Ice comes through. The cold snap as well. Zai will fall. Fnatic get the kill onto the Pango. Tornado and a meatball will hold Puppey back. This Puppey will be able to heal up through the shrine. Fnatic able to keep one another alive there. An attempt on Ice's life unsuccessful.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Nice play by DJ. Stealing that Rolling Thunder. Of course, being able to use your spells while you are in Rolling Thunder gets the lift off, and Jabs having to use a defensive curse as Nisha being very aggressive, putting that pressure on.
Nisha after the BKB, queuing up the Diffusal Blade, just getting some damage online now that he has that defensive capability in these early BKBs all round. 22 minutes in, Midporn's got his as well.
Yeah, they exactly the same thing as the last game. They did this timing when they want their BKBs for them to just have that well overabundance of team fight to be able to take it versus Fnatic in every situation. It's gonna be, I think right now it's gonna be really hard. The next few moments it's gonna be really hard for Fnatic, unless they just try to get these pickoffs or try to force these BKBs.
Secret 19-9, 22 minutes in, 7k gold lead.
It really feels tough for Fnatic to make a lot of these moves. It seems like they have to do like a lot of 2 responsive ones. Make Secret kind of like take the bait, and then they can try to turn it around afterwards. But now Secret, like we said, they've got this timing. 2 BKBs ready. They're smoked. They're looking. They saw the double nuke. Jabs did ping it out. So he knows they're smoked in the mid lane. At least the Lina and the Crystal Maiden.
Ice.
Steps up.
So have to be careful. He's on the high ground. Yapsor's ready to roll in and search for Tarim and Puppey. Finds the Frostbite. Boulder Smash to follow up. Have they got the damage to burst him? Ice, Yuled up. Held in place. Roll forward from Yapsor. Puppey gets the final touch. They catch the Spider once again.
They want more. They want to just keep trying to look for these fights. They've got 40 seconds now without the Brood. It looks like Nisha wants to go for the Rosh instead, though. The beauty of Weaver always makes your lineup. Kind of just turns it into a Rosh lineup with the bugs.
Dire's top tower is under
Fnatic
attack.
can head over for this. They do have good ways to fight around the pit. Winter's Curse is back online.
Okay.
The combo is there as well from the Invoker, but outside of the pit, Jabs, he's been found. Jabster and Puppey keeping him away, so that capability with the big team fight ult will not be there for now. Roshan under half health, Jabs buying back,
They
knowing the
need him.
importance of being involved. They have to push Secret away from this Roshan. Sunstrike comes through, they know the status of Roshan's health. Can Fnatic get in to do anything about this? The Winter's Curse comes down on the sideline. Nisha committing with the BKB, ready to fight, ready to head in. Zai charges forward with the Rolling Thunder out onto MP, bashing him about. The stun comes through from the Laguna Blade, but MP falls down to the bottom. He's still trying to retreat. Nisha still trying to chase, cannot quite finish off MP. On the back lines, Rubik going up against Zai. Zai swashbuckles down to the low ground. Arbed, Deafening Blast comes through, but mid-one pops the BKB. Light Striker ready to take down DJ as Nisha continues to chase onto MP. Ghost Shroud's back up though, as MP will be fine. Secret only getting the Rubik kill, but they have forced Fnatic away from the pit. Puppey
Does get picked off.
nuked down by Ice Ice Ice, so we're in an even situation now. Both teams without a support. Roshan still sitting alive pretty low at the moment, as who is able to push who away from the pit. Ice 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 making the most of these webs to get in and out, get that sort of information each and every time on the whereabouts of Secret. The bugs coming through from Nisha. They know where Ice 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 is at.
Zai is dropping very low. There's still the Necro ulti. They have to be careful.
6 seconds and
I think I saw
DJ's going to be back in the game.
I think I saw something I've never. I think I saw the Pango ulti bounce off the shopkeeper. Did you see that in that fight? I'd never seen that. But it looked like that happened. I could be wrong, but
He's a bit of an absolute unit.
it could be. And Fnatic, they make their way in. It's dropping very low.
Ice 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 is taking the Roche here. The roll comes through a Zai, comes in with a Thunder. Who's going to get the final touch? It is going to be Secret, and they will grab the Aegis. Secret getting in time. The Winter's Curse play from Jabs down onto Zai will mean that mid-one beats down his own teammate. Nisha with the BKB commitment, trying to chase for more. Mid-one can commit as well. He has got an Aegis if he wants to try and fight, but maybe Fnatic can quickly take it away from him. Mid-one's got the BKB charge, pops it, turns with the light strike, won't quite catch onto DJ as he gets himself out of range with the short shield crash.
Secret's happy with that. They got the big win there. They got the Roche. They lost Zai, but it's perfectly fine there.
They got a lot of money on mid-one as well. He's walking around with 2.8k gold, ready to put into whatever he wishes. Secret, as you say, maintaining this advantage, keeping the Roshan and Aegis on their side as Jabs. Cold Embrace, does he have any sort of backup? There is Arbed down towards the bottom, but they'll leave Jabs for dead, as it were. Jabs there as well, the extra control.
And yeah, we can see exactly what we were talking about, right? So those BKBs, they're up, and you can see that Fnatic is very, very hesitant to kind of walk in particular MP. He's like, he can't actually get these good Necro ulti targets because of all this. There's just great protection coming out from Secret, both from the BKBs and as well from YapzOr. He's had some very clutch silences and perfect timings. As they really need Ice Ice's BKB, so he can actually be the one to deal that physical damage that they're latching inside of the fights.
I mean,
Yeah, he can't.
It's still a mid-one, it's a Lina. Yeah,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, if they can sort of play around his shields, get on top of the Lina, the Diffusal Blade slow, they have ways of killing him.
If she doesn't have the BKB.
Yes. Max, of course, the next time pick up for mid-one, so he has that extra burst to play around these sort of defensive items.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Another tower for Secret. Continue to lead here in this game 3, the best of 5.
Top tower is under attack.
They're smoked up again.
Ready to make the most happen.
Oh, he's going for the
Percentages.
Aghanims again. Seen him been doing this a lot, right? Even on the, I think,
He does like it. He does like to get the
yeah.
axe.
I guess
If he doesn't have to get BKB, sometimes he gets it straight after the Yules.
yeah. Oh,
Ice, Ice, Ice. Is he going to be able to get away from this one? No, he's not. More than enough burst from Secret as Nisha. Now godlike on the Weaver.
You know, the Aghanims is cool because yeah, it goes through the BKBs, but also like the Necrophos. Sure, like the Ghost Shroud, you're not amping it up if he's Ghost Shroud, but you don't have to worry about the hood at all. It just goes right through. It's all that high damage that's just going to pierce through easily.
Yeah, in terms of the numbers, it still certainly works in your favor.
With this Blink Dagger that YapzOr has picked up a bit ago, they have so many better... They just have better ways of starting the fight now on Secret. You look at on the side of Fnatic, and their way of starting the fight's like a great Winter's Curse, or DJ running in with some Shukuchi and getting a lift, or yeah, like Abed getting some amazing play. Secret, they've got an Earth Spirit and a Pangolier. King's a team fight when they've got this way with to be able to start the fight with that Blink Dagger. So definitely feeling worried here for Fnatic as they're getting further and further behind.
Got to be careful if Fnatic is Secret. Starting to swarm into the jungle. DJ be able to steal the Shikuchi. And will head the correct direction away from Secret's sweep there of Fnatic's half of the map. DJ will live to see another day. There we have it. The Aghanim's done. More one's Lina, and up top Yabs already finding a target. Opening up onto Jabs. Jabs will turn. Gets the Winter's Curse off. Jabs will still tick down to the Magnetize.
And now it's, I mean, defensive curse used. Now they can't take a fight at all versus Secret, which they probably couldn't anyway, but now Secret can go to try to pressure these towers, keep their lanes pushed in.
Still have the Aegis on mid one.
Yep.
A lot of things working in Secret's favor now as they continue to build this lead. To take this tier 2 tower in the middle lane. Down bottom, Abed trying his best with the split push on the Invoker. Same time looks towards the mid. It looks like DJ is looking to cut that creep wave, but mid one's already got a creep wave with him. As they approach the base.
Abed's finally going to get his Aghanims. It is a game, it's almost 30 minutes in and he's just getting it after this. It's very slow.
Yeah, Abed's rougher games.
Yep.
On the Invoker, as we've seen him have countless performances that have been incredible, but this time round Secret have done a fantastic job at not only, as we were saying, addressing the Broodmother problem, but also the other strengths of Fnatic. And down inside the river, Ice has got the BKB, but the Laguna, the Aghanims, that's why you got it there. Mid one able to burst through that magic immunity with the pure damage. It's Ice down for a minute.
That should help.
And Secret, you can feel this game will be a very big victory for them. You know, being able to show that they can beat the Ice Brood.
Yep.
That will knock a fair bit of confidence out of Fnatic.
The Aegis gets reclaimed, but they're still feeling pretty confident. They take this tier 2 now. Still perched pretty aggressively. Just seeming so hard for Fnatic. I mean, like we said, they have Abed with the Aghanims, but he is not this Aghanims beast where he's level 23 or something. He's just a level 16 Invoker with an Aghanims too.
Let's play around with mid one a good fair bit there.
Mid one, he look how he just holds the BKB. He knows. He's like, you guys can't get me like this. There has to be a Necrophos there to be able to do it, and MP was showing up in that top lane, so he was very confident as this Lina. DJ is going to be the one trying to do this split push to keep Secret reacting, but these are just stalling mechanics for now.
Yeah, did use the illusion rune there as well to actually pull the mid creep wave away. So made sure that Secret didn't have any sort of momentum going over to Fnatic's half of the map. Just sort of trying to keep this game going so their 3 cores can sort of catch up to the power that Secret's have.
They've got a long ways to catch up though. But yeah, Abed's 16, Ice is 18, MP 17. But then we look on the other side, 22 Weaver, 19 Lina, 19 Pango. They're just having a much better time overall on their cores especially. I mean, and their supports too, to be honest. There's Nisha. We'll build toward an Eye of Scotty next. So having better ways to just chase down through that BKB, he can also just chase down pretty much anyone with this too, and just having that raw stats as well. They're feeling, I mean, they're starting to feel pretty comfortable in this game. You can see it with their movements.
Smooth lane DJ. Close. Do his best with the stolen Shikuchi to give the information that Fnatic need in terms to know when and where Abed can safely push out lanes. As he does manage to get all the way around to that top tier 2. That top tier 2, another push and it will be taken.
They have to be careful how they push those lanes. Just when you're going for split push right now versus this Blink Dagger Yapsor or Blink Dagger on Zai as well, they both have easy means to just get on top of you right away. You can see Ice. Look how he's farming. He's just like, I mean, it's a Broodmother, of course, but like he's really making sure he stays in the tree lines while he's doing that. Can't show his face at all.
I think even for Fnatic now, it may even just be the sort of the Roshan. This is the Roshan area is definitely a good place where Fnatic have the chance to take a fight despite being behind. They're getting a Winter's Curse. They sort of, duck and dive in and out of the fight with heroes like Ice's Brood, make Secret use some early BKBs.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing.
Open a chance for them to take a very good fight around that confined area, but At the same time, you know, Secret, they have to sort of go, you know, get called by the bluff, pop those BKBs when Fnatic want to. Secret are good at holding them, as we've seen that they have been very good at so far. Mid1 keeping his composure when he gets gone on, saving those BKB charges for when it's absolutely, you know, required.
Yep.
It's going to be very hard for Fnatic to outplay Secret in that sense.
Radiant
Spot on.
are scattered.
Exactly what I was going to say. Yeah. The BKBs are just a little bit too much for Fnatic to deal with. They have to find a way to either kill somebody through it with like a curse, or make them just pop it early, just like you were saying.
Secret.
Ready to battle.
Ready to go once again.
Level 20 now picked up on mid one, so that spell amp picked up as well. So yeah, Laguna hurts. Just, you know, 1,000 pure damage. 1,035 pure damage coming out from that Laguna blade.
DJ, he's going to head forward, but this could be a bit of a bait for the Secret. Zai looking to try and get the Rolling Thunder up, but the Reaper side comes down. They'll be able to find Zai. Winter's Curse as well. Here's Fnatic. Can they set up for another kill? They've caught the two of them. The EMP combo coming through from Arbet as Puppey getting turned towards, stunned up as well by the Cold Snap. A second kill for Fnatic. Ice with the BKB turning towards Nisha. Nisha still has the Shikuchi and the time lapse. So he'll be fine, but Fnatic taking a good trade there, getting two. Only losing the one. That immediate focus onto Zai, which did at the start look to be some sort of intentional bait by Secret to get Fnatic to step a little too far into the river. Didn't work out. They had the Necrophos in position to get the good kill, and we're talking about the Necrophos bottom lane. Secret, they'll find MP as he goes back towards farming on the bottom. Maybe expected the rest of Secret to back up with two of their heroes being dead, but Nisha and Mid1, they have really not any sort of fear that they need to show. They're very far ahead, and they do not need the entire team to make those sort of plays. So quickly punishing MP off the back of a play that looked to potentially help Fnatic get a little bit back into the game. And Nisha, he's still inside the base. He's making them fortify. He's causing all sorts of issues here.
I mean, forcing the glyph like that is beautiful. They get themselves now the bounty runes as well. They go claim them for the side of Secret.
Nisha's now got that level 25, that extra Shikuchi movement speed. Arbet does have the gold for BKB.
Scary Weaver, level 25. Scotty almost going for the Daedalus next. Yapso though, I believe he has a gem 2 on him, does he not? He does. He's gonna get caught here, it seems.
And that is gonna be, as you say, the gem going the way of Fnatic.
Very nice.
Still 10k behind, but Fnatic certainly still showing they have a good sense of fight in them. Getting closer and closer to that point where Roshan will be back up, and there it is right now. Roshan back in the game. 50 seconds without Yapso, and Fnatic, they realize this is a good chance for them to get into the pit.
We saw some, I mean, we definitely saw the signs of life from Fnatic, the way that they're able to actually blow up a target. If they can then get the lift off, get that Necro ulti, they can start the fights with a number advantage. They have to do it very perfectly, although, because they have to watch out too. If there is a lift, they can get force-stabbed or something from Puppey or whatever.
They could get a pick whilst they have the numbers advantage, and with a curse like this, they certainly can. Curse down, trapping the three of them. Zai, after the end of it, will swashbuckle down into the river, jumps up to the high ground, has the Rolling Thunder to keep himself safe.
Mid1 finds MP, though, by himself in the sideline, just kills him in 2 or 3 clicks there with the Laguna Blade.
Nisha, he's wrapping around. He's got his eyes on Jabs. Jabs does have a cold embrace and a glimmer cape though. The Jabs will get up to the high ground. Nisha goes back towards objective, starts to hit into that tier 3 tower. He's got a BKB, he's got a time lapse, not a lot that he has to be scared about.
Yeah, no glyph. Like you said from before, they forced it, so Nisha.
Arbet's coming with the counterplay. Nisha tries for the TP, but Arbet's there off the back of the Ghost Wall, comes in with a surprise. Tornado's out as well. DJ jumps in with the dust, but Nisha's got the BKB. He can walk it off. So Nisha will get away, but that is a BKB charge taken out of him, and the Sunstrike not going to be on target. The movement speed from the Shikuchi gets Nisha back to safety.
That would have been a massive pickup there for them. He still would have had buyback, but would have maybe been able to force that because they could have led that into a Roshan afterwards if they got the pick off, but just unable to find it.
And Fnatic, I mean, we sort of saw this even in game 2 where they did lose. They're still very good at making these plays. Yep. Making these fights happen, even when they're a decent amount behind. Certainly keeping themselves held on in this game.
Definitely. And DJ is going to be going for Naganins too. He could get some pretty cool steals. He gets his own Laguna. He can throw that pure damage right back, and then they actually do have something to go through those BKBs. But you can still see those BKBs are so powerful. Ice is getting close, if not having... Okay, getting close to the Nullifier. That's another thing, too, is that these things, they can find ways to be able to prevent those BKBs. especially if they do get a nice Winter's Curse. They can pop the Nullifier right afterwards to be able to prevent that Magic immunity. So he does have it finished. And YapzOr does hit level 22 on the Air Spirit, so the juicy GPM talent, 150. Already having his 3 core items, he can go for that Agony Slate now next.
Roshan in backup for a few minutes now, but Secret, understandably, not that too confident in heading into the pit. They respect how well Fnatic can defend this area of the map. They themselves will need to find a team fight or at least a pick-off or two before getting themselves into that area.
Nisha switched up the build. It was originally Daedalus. He's going for Nullifier to be able to go up, of course, on the Necrophos and just prevent BKBs too.
For DJ. The telekinesis, they've got the grab and the controller to mid-1. Mid-1 gets the BKB out though. Puppey now being chased. The Nullifier down from Ice will cause the death of Puppey. Puppey buys back straight away. On the high ground, Zai. Around as well with the Swashbuckler. That was what, another BKB charge used by mid-1.
That's down to 6 seconds now. I believe it was Nisha's is still at 7. So they still have those at decent timing. Fnatic, you can see they're trying to keep these lanes pushed out so they can make sure to just, I mean, it's all about the Roshan really in these next few moments. You do see them, they're looking to try to get a pick here.
Jump forward from YapzOr, does find the boulder smash turn. The force from MP will take Ice to the safety on the side. Zai tries to go in with the Rolling Thunder, does have the control, but there's the Winter's Curse. Jabs locks the two of them down. Laguna Blade comes down onto MP, but MP, he's able to heal himself back up, get up towards the high ground. Zai and YapzOr trying to chase MP, but on the back lines, Ice goes towards Puppey. Ice held down by the Frostbite. Light Strike Array comes out as well from mid-1. They'll get the Spider. Nisha with the BKB looking to commit for more as he goes forward with the Shikuchi. Bugs out onto Arbed and MP. A buyback comes out from Ice as YapzOr dives very deep in. The side counterplay comes in as that's YapzOr gone for 2 minutes. He'll buy back. Ice off the back of his buyback will find Puppey. The BKB about to wear off. Nisha getting himself away from the EMP. As they're back into the game with 4, Fnatic have 5. Puppey down for 80 seconds. BKB has already been used pretty much from both sides. That is going to mean out of the 2, Secret will feel that little bit more vulnerable as DJ, he's trying to lead in, but the sentry's already down. Instant silence from YapzOr. Self-kills as well from DJ, trying to buy time to get out of this one. Can he escape? The cold embrace. Time's been given to him by Jab. On the back though, they're losing the Spider. Ice caught out. That's a dieback. Ice gone for nearly 2 minutes. And now Arbed, focused by Nisha. Nisha holding back though, doesn't have the BKB ready himself. Arbed does still have his BKB charge at the ready. Could turn and look for a combo. The Rolling Thunder's going to run out in a minute. The stun does connect onto Jabs. Jabs left behind. The rest of Fnatic will go back to the high ground.
He knows that he has to buy back. Same exact scenarios as before. Has to be able to try to contest that Rosh, but they don't have a Broodmother for 90. Ice. The first time he died, he had like 2 seconds left cooldown on the BKB. Buys back. Actually commits his BKB to kill a Crystal Maiden. I think Puppey was all right with that, and then overcommits a little bit too far. Secret able to play that one nice and patiently and keep this now 13k advantage, and looks like they could be able to secure this Rosh.
They
scan have to watch out, Fnatic.
They know exactly where Fnatic is, and it's hard for Fnatic because mid-1's BKB is ready, so's Nisha's. They'll get the telekinesis, EMP's down. Mid-1 will he pop the BKB? He does, ready to look to turn, but the Winter's Curse out from Jabs, making it hard to get towards Arbed. Arbed forced to the side. Mid-1's BKB now ready. It's worn out. They go for the All Scepter, but with the Lotus Orb, he's going to throw himself up in Arbed. He held his BKB that little bit longer, so he's still got his ready. The Laguna Blade comes out, jump forward with the Swashbuckle, Cataclysm's down, Arbed still alive, finally falls. They've lost the Invoker, but they've lost mid-1 as well on Secret. Both mids down, mid-1's got the buyback available. Arbed does have his ready. Is he going to look to commit it? DJ just getting away at the moment with that Shikuchi. We'll be able to grab an Invis, quick link out. So Secret now back with the upper hand around the pit, with the leaner up, but Arbed does have buyback ready if he feels the necessity to commit it. But they don't have the Winter's Curse. Both teams now with BKBs on cooldown for still about 20 seconds or so.
Don't think they can contest it even if he buys
They're going to let this one go. Secret will be able to finally secure this Roshan and get themselves the Aegis and Cheese. Fnatic, they put up the best fight they could around this area, but they sort of conceded at the end. They could have brought back on the Invoker, but they'd rather protect the buyback. Don't want to go for that too high risk play when they know that there's no Winter's Curse. They'll wait for the high ground defense and mules. continue to back off. Ghost Shroud now available. Nisha for the BKB trying to go for this. The Cold Embrace is down the nice side. He's straight on top of Mid-1. Mid-1 forced to the side. Glimmer Cape as well, keeping Mid-1 safe. Ice as the BKB runs out. He has to back off. Mid-1 jumps in with the cheese. Back up to full. Burst down MP. Zai jumps in with the Rolling Thunder. Gets the stun onto Jabs. Jabs, Glimmer Caped up. Shield crash jump forward from Zai. He's trying to find Ice with Jabs. Nisha just diving straight into the bases. Yapso has the stun control onto Jabs. That's going to be Jabs dead. He's without buyback. 10 seconds until Abed's back in the game. The Secret will now retreat back away from the base. But they're continuing to get the game back on track, keeping that lead growing. 13k advantage now for Secret.
Look at that, too. Mid-1 has taken the Dragon Slave tool cooldown to try to keep, I guess, Fiery Soul stacks up and just wanting more magic damage to go through this Necro. But yeah, Secret overall just getting the better trades out of all of this, too. They had to use the cheese there, but for a good cause.
Absolutely.
They're be able to dive so far forward, get that kill.
They still have that Aegis on Nisha, ready for when they want to make that next aggressive play. Lincoln Sphere done on Zai, so he can feel a bit more confident going with the Rolling Thunder, not sort of worrying about the Reaper's side lockdown.
This is the 3 cores on Secret, look at this, they're all just tied. It's 20,000 net worth across the board on them. They are just that much stronger than Fnatic in these fights over and over again. And I mean, MP is still, like, he's just struggling a lot in these fights. Like 3, 6, and 5 on this Necrophos. He's trying to walk it to get these spells off. He now has an Aeon Disc, which will protect him a bit better. But yeah, this Aghanim's Laguna is really putting problems for Fnatic.
So Abed very close to having the money for the Hex online. We'll be interested to see if he does opt to save for buyback, though. Yes, he does still have his at the ready.
A golden thread.
And does he sort of feel the pressure to pick up that Hex ASAP so he can get these kills? We'll find out as he does close in on the gold for it.
Secret all staying together as a unit. Keeping their lanes pushed in. Just staying on the opposite side of the map here. Making sure they can keep the pressure up. They're feeling pretty good. Zai has chosen, the Swashbuckle cooldown, so he's going to be able to push out lanes constantly, and he does a decent amount of damage with that Maelstrom, too. 3-second cooldown on, or 5-second cooldown on Swashbuckle, sorry. Yeah, they're keeping all the waves pushed in. They're even using their aggressive glyph to push it in, too, because we do have double catapults coming in to be able to put the pressure on the lanes.
Right outside the base.
Yep.
Ready to get in. Nisha looking to commit. The Nullifier will come down upon him. They've got the Telekinesis as well. Can they kill him the once? With the Stolen Laguna, they can.
They even tried to protect him with everything, too, with the Lincolns thrown on it, but more than enough spells to be thrown out. Now the BKB comes out from Nisha.
Straight away pops it, but the fortification's there for Fnatic. Secret have to back off. That is the Aegis gone.
Radiant's middle tower.
A good start here to the defense from Fnatic. They will still lose that tier 3 tower. Question is if Secret feel confident to go for more, and it doesn't look like they do. They'll back off, they'll take the shrines.
Dire's top tower.
Play it safe for now, Secret.
Probably gets the top tower denied, and also
Radiant's bottom
clears the creep wave with the Priest Field. So level 20 on the Crystal Maiden now too. I mean, the supports as well. Look at this; they're all starting to see Jabs falling behind a little bit here. But the CM and the Earth Spirit commit so much into these team fights for their team. Well, it's a lot harder for Fnatic. I mean, getting into the fights just feels much more difficult for Fnatic versus all of what Secret does have with, in particular, I mean, Zai as well as Nisha being just so damned farmed and tanky. And this Pango just feels incredibly difficult to kill.
It's really worked out this game. As we sort of said at the start, a hero that pretty much every other team at the moment will ignore this. It's sort of towards the top of the Dota circuit and making it work big time in this patch. And in a game where they're against the Ice Brood, they've come out with answers, Secret, and so far so good.
DJ is the highest level on his team, I just realized that. He's level, well, it's tied with the Broodmother, but MP still only level 22, so Abed only level 23.
I'll tell you what's going to be nice, isn't it?
What's that?
Aghanim's Laguna Blade with the 25 Rubik Talon.
That could be pretty
That
fun.
I don't know the numbers, but that's a lot of burst damage. With that extra, 75%? We're hitting nearing a 2k nuke. Pure damage. People gonna die.
People definitely gonna die. If he's able to get it off.
You get down someone a Reaper's Scythe, that one kills pretty much most people in the game.
As long as it doesn't get blocked by Lincolns.
Yes. Which which, as we've seen, Secret have been very good with in terms of keeping one alive.
And he's got to get the re-steal, because it is going to be wearing off right now.
Yes.
And it is a little bit, you know, when we're talking about it's the Rubik having like a Laguna blade that could be the difference maker, you can already feel it's like Fnatic's fighting is not looking great versus Secret. As Secret continues now, it's an 18k gold lead. They're feeling it very, very strong. As MP is not showing his face. Look, he's still level 22. I don't think he's hit a creep for a while. They're just they're getting heavily out farmed now.
I think they know the way back into this game. It's not really going to be about getting the creeps. It's about just making sure that Secret can't take a fight against you. Somehow starting each and every team fight with I mean, a lot of pressure really is on Jabs to continue to sort of find these Winter's Curses as he has done that have made it hard for Secret to really begin the fight with their full team alive. Each and every time he gets that Winter's Curse down, even onto the squishy supports, you know, that's not a bad way to begin the fight, because as this game goes on, those supports are kind of scary. If you can just take one of those out immediately, it could certainly set up for the rest of the fight to go in your favor.
Yeah, it really is so much on Jabs' positioning to be able to set up. I mean, he is the big team fighter for his team. It's like, yeah, the Invoker is, of course, too, but Jabs really needs to get the setup for his team, exactly. They have to, it really does feel like they have to be able to get that instant jump, take somebody out of the fight so they have a numbers advantage. As they are positioned here to try to look for a jump forward. Jabs trying to nuke.
When it comes to defending as well, as you can see, Fnatic, only MP without buyback. The other four ready for a second life. Look at the Winter's Curse out onto YapzOr.
It's pretty tanky, though.
And sort of they're just buying time for the rest of Fnatic to come in with the defense. They do find the Hex down. She got the Shikuchi off in time, so still benefiting from that move spin. And Abed did blow a BKB charge. So that is 60 seconds without the BKB for Abed. Not quite sure if Secret did notice.
I don't know if they did.
I don't think they saw it.
I don't think so either.
So maybe unlikely to punish it at this pace as well. Secret, I guess, just waiting around again for that next Roshan.
Yeah, I mean, they're not pressing the issue. They know that they know the curse is down, but they're not pressing the issue. You can tell they're like, okay, we have a lot of gold on our heroes. I mean, 6,000 on Zai can pick up a full Abyssal Blade. That can be pretty useful. Like, he has a Blink Dagger. He can Blink Abyssal, or he can Blink Ulti and then Abyssal someone during the Rolling Thunder, right? So he has a lot of... I mean, they just have so much gold saved up. They want to be able to spend their money before they try to take an engagement. And they're pushing all their lanes out, too. Hell of a lot of trouble as this continues on.
Maybe looking to see if he can get the catch onto Ice 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 if he pokes out too far, but Fnatic are behind Ice 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 on that high ground. It's Fnatic.
They're keeping themselves on the high ground.
Nisha's going to head up, does get the information as he sees them. Nisha popping the BKB straight away, looking for the commitment onto Abed. Abed gets the BKB off in time before the nullifier connects. Neon Disc keeping MP alive for now. Cold Embrace as well from Jabs will keep him safe as Fnatic. They've found Puppey. Zai rolling forward with the Thunder, but DJ blinks to the side. The Winter's Curse as well, holding back the Rolling Thunder. Nisha going straight for Abed. Abed does manage to get the Tornado out. DJ going in with the stolen Rolling Thunder, trying to find a connection, but the Laguna Blade comes down onto Abed. Abed buys back straight away to get into this fight. Ice 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 finds a second support on the backlines as YapzOr's gone as well. And now Fnatic, they want to strike back hard. Mid-1 gets the BKB, goes for a TP out as well, will escape. Maybe they can chase down Zai. Silence out from Ice Ice Ice. Uses him up as well, buying time for the rest of the team to come in. Brilliant stare. The self-fuels and blink out from Zai will create the distance to keep him safe.
What a nice location for Fnatic to have it. Sure, I mean, they lose Abed with
I say keep him safe, but Zai, he's stuck around to hit the creeps. They may just get him as DJ and Jabs, they're hunting in the trees. Zai has been found out. DJ with the stolen nukes, bursting him low. Zai trying to shield crush away. The swashbuckle off the mark. As Zai's still alive in the trees, another swashbuckle and a blink. Zai, Greaves are popped. He's starting to get some health back. Jabs is trying to find him with this Arctic Burn as he goes across the tree line, but Zai holding himself close towards the cliff edge.
The Roche is dying right now to Fnatic. They're getting it out of this while they're trying to look for him.
They'll take this. It was nice sort of play around Zai, but Fnatic's made the space for Roche. That's a refresher shard going the way of the team. They do lose the Rubik.
And the Wyvern.
But Fnatic, they've got the fruits of Roshan. They've got that Aegis Cheese and refresher shard. I think you'll take losing your two supports for that.
Yeah, I mean, it all led up to a lot of things, right? It was Ice 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 being able to play around this tree area. This is like the dream area for a Broodmother to take the fight, right? He's just playing around, killing the supports there. They lost Abed and forced the buyback, but they get, like you said, they got the Aegis and Cheese and the refresher shard. Nisha,
Is there going to be enough damage? No, Zai's in. Does get the bash, the Abyssal Blade
Abyssal?
holding down Ice Ice Ice. There's backup as well, the Laguna Blade. Ice 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 is gone, and MP, he got baited in by Ice Ice Ice. He came across trying to help. Buybacks are coming out. They don't want to let MP go down, but Puppey with a Frostbite freezing field. And MP gets some time with the on-disc in there to help. The curse, the combo
But
from
Tornado.
Arben is enough. MP still alive for now, but Nisha puts the BKB commit. That's going to be the Necrophos down as Nisha gets the connection onto Arbed with the slow from the Skadi, but Arbed is back up to the high ground.
Oh, yeah, you better tip Abed. Puppey just got saved from that tornado.
It's now Secret. They're outside of the base. They want to force more of these buybacks out as they're onto the mid-brags. Fortifications there from Fnatic. Is that, I believe, what that was the cheese used by MP there in that last fight? Arbed. Let's get the Hex. They get the drag back. The Reaper Scythe as well. That's going to be the Pango gone. Zai's got buyback if he wants to come across towards this fight. The AoE deafening blast as Arbed leads forward. Mid-wall puck the BKB, turns with the light strike, catches the Invoker to hold back Arbed. But the Tornado still comes flying through. Heals up into the sky by Yapzor. Sunstrike's going to be attempted, but Yapzor
Zai's
still
coming
full
back.
health. He's brought back for this one, Zai. They're still without their captain, Papan, for 70 seconds. Secret, can they get themselves back into this? There's no Winter's Curse at the moment from Jabs. As they're coming around with this wraparound, Fnatic with the smoke, ready to lead Arbed on the front lines. Can he find some sort of opener? The Secret still down a member. Yapzor goes forward for the room, but it's a bait. Straight away with the Hex. Nisha, BKB pop, nullifies one, looking for Arbed, the Cold Embrace and Lotus Orb. Keeping Arbed alive for now with the Yules. The Rolling Thunder, Zai, he's got the control. Arbed's surrounded, the bash is coming out. Arbed, he's falling low, he's down. Arbed's got, but he's got the Aegis, he's ready for round 2. They've lost Ice Ice Ice, but they've killed off the Pango. Zai does not have buyback as well.
DJ with the freezing field. The damage coming up from the level 25 town. He killed them so fast as soon as they walked into the AoE.
And that's 2 more buybacks expended by Secret. Both Yapzor and Midbon getting themselves into the game. In fact, as you can see on the left, 9 heroes now without their buybacks available. Only Nisha still with the luxury of his own.
It was a 28k gold swing, right? All right, it was a 20k gold lead for Secret right before that fight. Now it's only 20k. I mean, 8k swing. That's pretty decent there for Fnatic. As they do get Zai.
This game's certainly heating up. 55 minutes into this one. Secret, they hold the lead, but they've held that lead for quite some time as Fnatic, not a team to back down. Still showing us that they can keep these fights, make the game to look somewhat even.
Yeah.
Considering the difference there is in net worth on these teams, Fnatic somehow still able to be able to pull out all the stops in these fights.
Yeah, they're getting a lot of clutch little plays coming in. DJ, as usual, I mean, getting that level 25 was very clutch for him to get a lot more damage coming in for his team, which it did seem like they needed quite a lot. And Ice 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 has been playing fantastic on just getting the backlines. He's dying a couple of the times, but he's allowing his team to get a little bit more space. And Abed still has saved that refresher shard. So he still has it in his inventory. So,
but as we've seen, both the Aegis and Cheese have gone from that rush. And the refresher shard could certainly still give great potential to Arbed's combos.
Everyone picking up Aeon discs to try to avoid this Laguna that's coming up from mid one.
I mean, with the BKBs running low as well, you've got to look to some of these sort of sleeper OP talents. I think at 25, you know, you get level 25 on the Wyvern. That 2-second splinter stun
is so ridiculous. Yeah, I think I like the idea that, you know, they understand mid one's gone for this build, that he is pretty much so reliant on his Laguna Blade that Aeon Disc is going to be really excellent for them, because now it's not like he's a right clicker. A lot of the times we see these Linas where it's, you get to a point late game where it's like, oh my god, data list, you're hitting like a beast. But that's not the approach mid one went for this time. And now Aghanim's finished up for MP2. He started to finally get some more items too. These buybacks being gone, this is where we could see, you know, sure, Secret has a huge gold advantage, but a Necro ulti and no buyback available.
So
change everything.
Very terrifying position for Secret to be in indeed. And Secret actually smoking up. Ice 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 will be back in the game. They're still without Zai for a few seconds.
Oh,
Jumps
DJ
towards the river.
in.
DJ, he's going to be fine for no, well, maybe not with the sentry down. DJ
Has his own
pop the BKB, looks to try and turn with the opening onto Yapzor, but Yapzor gets forced down. Nisha's actually gone in on the high ground. He's popping his BKB for this commitment. Cold Embrace is there for now, keeping Arbed alive for the duration whilst that nullifier is affecting him. Yapzor rolls forward, they get the Laguna Blade onto Arbed, but Arbed keeps his distance with the BKB and the Ghost Wall gets out of there. Now the BKBs, they're going to wear off for Secret. Secret have to be careful now. They've blown a lot for that initial opening. Ice Ice Ice, Cold Embrace again. Jabs keeping him alive, but Jabs focused down by the damage of the whip up. Jabs will fall as Yapzor gets the photograph. The Cataclysm coming down. It hits them all. They get the themselves to see him, but they've lost chaps. They've lost Ice on Fnatic. Abed, he's got to do something crazy to keep them in this one. As Spirit Vessel cold snaps down onto Nisha. Nisha trying to hunt down Abed. They've lost a third on Fnatic as Yapzor gets himself the double kill, finding DJ. As now Fnatic 3 dead without buyback. Only MP and Abed left to hold. Puppy knows. He buys back. He knows they've got 5 up. Fnatic, they can only present 2 heroes for at least a full minute.
They were able to isolate Ice there. It seems like he went in kind of alone as his team was starting to get, retreat away, right? I think DJ was in this tree line getting a freezing field off, and then he blinked away, and Ice committed forward and gets caught there by the rest of Secret.
How did Fnatic stop this with just the 2 of them? 50 seconds before Ice is back. Secret. They'll take the mid set of racks.
There's a refresher now finished up for the Invoker.
I mean, Abed needs a crazy combo to put a stop to this 5-man push. As Secret on to the tier 4s. What do Fnatic have to answer for this? 30 seconds until Ice is back. 1 tier 4 to fall.
Radiant's middle tower.
20 seconds.
MP's gonna have to just try to walk in and start something. They don't have their other guys.
They've got to keep them away. But already Yapzor, he's got the control on the side. The bash coming through as well from side. Zai goes in with the shield crash. That's the Ancient now exposed.
They can't wait for the Brood.
They go for the game. They've got a fortification. 10 seconds until Ice put on the side. MP getting caught. The Eon Disc able to take this off. He's able to look back towards the base. But Anisha focusing down the Ancient. 3 seconds till Ice is there. Abed and MP have to do something. Zai jumps forward with the swashbuckle, the refresher. Abed, he's forced out the BKB from mid one. The Ancient still getting pounded down. And in fact, Abed just gets double Laguna by mid one. But Ice, he's chasing down mid one. But Nisha looking towards the Ancient, finishes the game. GG.